Hi and welcome to this discussion as part of the education surrounding the process after you get selected in the diversity visa lottery. Today I will be sharing with you 7 things you must be aware of concerning your DS-260. Let's begin. Point number 1. Your DS-260 is your official application to the United States government for your diversity visa. It is true that you were selected in the diversity visa lottery, but if you don't submit your DS-260, it's like saying that after being selected, you are not interested in immigrating to the United States. Only selectees who fill out and submit their DS-260 are considered for immigration by the United States government. So if you are a diversity visa selectee and you have the intention of immigrating to the United States, you must fill out and submit your DS-260. Point number 2. A DS-260 must be filled out and submitted for each family member who is on your case. The principal applicant has to fill out and submit his or her DS-260, and every other family member who entered the lottery along with the principal applicant also have to fill out their DS-260. After you are selected in the diversity visa lottery, when you log into the SAAC website where the DS-260 form is hosted, you will find a DS-260 for each family member who is on your case. That is where you can access the DS-260 of each family member, fill it out, and subsequently submit it. Now, when it comes to family members who were added to your family after you entered the diversity visa lottery, and that takes us to our third point, you can add them by using your DS-260. So for example, if you got married after you entered the diversity visa lottery, or you had a child or children, you can add such legitimate family members to your case. All you need to do is to log in to your DS-260 on the SAAC website, and just above where you have the names and status of those who entered the lottery along with you, you will see the Add Applicant button. Just click on that button and you will have the opportunity to add new family members who joined your family after you entered the diversity visa lottery. But do not add persons who are not eligible to enter the diversity visa program along with you. If someone is not your spouse, do not add them as your spouse. If a child is not your child, or children who are not your children, should not be added to your diversity visa case. After you are selected in the diversity visa lottery, do not see this as an opportunity to add others who are not eligible to enter the diversity visa program along with you. If you do, and it is discovered, you will be disqualified at your diversity visa interview. Point number 4. After you submit your DS-260, if you wish to make any changes to the form, you must contact KCC and ask them to unlock it. Now, let me use this opportunity to address an issue that some of you have been experiencing. You submitted your DS-260 and contacted KCC to unlock it in order for you to make some changes. But so far, KCC has not yet responded. The truth is, unlocking your DS-260 at the moment may not be a priority for KCC. KCC has the DV 2022 program that they are very busy with, trying to schedule as many cases as they can before the end of the fiscal year. Moreover, there are cases that should be processed to be scheduled for interview at the beginning of your program year. So if your case is not one of such cases, KCC may not prioritize unlocking your DS-260 for the time being. At the appropriate time, they will unlock your form. Then you can go about making the necessary changes at that time. But as you make changes to your form, make sure that those changes are legitimate ones, because both the information you provided initially and the modifications that you make to the form will all be available to KCC. Point number 5. Background checks are carried out on the information you provide in your DS-260. As part of the processing of your diversity visa case, KCC research information surrounding your case from various locations. That is why in the DS-260, you are requested to provide social media accounts you used during the last 5 years. The State Department is aware that the life of many people is reflected through their social media accounts, and they are using that to their advantage. So whatever information you provide in your DS-260 will be compared to information that is discovered by means of background checks, and the outcome is made available to the consular officer at your diversity visa interview. Which leads us to our 6th point: the information you include in your DS-260 plus what is discovered from background checks form the basis of your diversity visa interview. There is no list of questions established that consular officers ask diversity visa applicants. It is the information that they have at their disposal, which comes from the DS-260 and the background checks that are conducted, that they use to ask applicants questions. So if all of the information at their disposal falls in place, generally the interview results in a success. But in case the information that the consular officer has at their disposal contains discrepancy or some form of dishonesty is discovered in it, that is when the applicant will be required to provide justification. And generally, it is cases of such nature that end up being disqualified at diversity visa interviews. Now, our 7th and final point: scheduling of diversity visa interviews is by case number, not by DS-260 submission. Now, this is something that most diversity visa applicants are not aware of, and many of them do not accept. But that's the reality concerning the diversity visa application process. You may submit your DS-260 right after the results are released in the month of May, but you have a high case number, and another applicant with a low case number may submit their DS-260 a number of months later. And it is that other applicant who has the lower case number who will naturally be scheduled for interview before you. So these are a number of things that you must be aware of as a diversity visa applicant as you go about filling out your DS-260. And with that, we come to the end of today's discussion. Thanks for watching this video. Now, if you have any questions surrounding the DS-260 or other issues relating to the diversity visa program, just leave them in the comment area below and I will respond to them. Thanks once again, and see you, God willing, in the next video. Goodbye.